Hi everyone, my name is Evan, and this is obviously my teacher,
Lawrence.
and we come from Freeport High School. Together we made Project Rise, and as Molly said, it stands for Resources for Inclusive Support and Empowerment. Next slide. As you can see, there's a lot of people on the screen. This is just a fraction of my team. Our team consists of around 20 people in total, and the way we got here is initially I engaged my friends and asked them to join my club. And after they agreed, we made an interest form on social media, and from that, we got plenty of other people to join our club. And it was very important to me when choosing the people for my team to make sure my team was just as diverse as the people we were going to serve. Also, as you know, we're from Freeport High School, so obviously we're trying to support and help the Freeport High School community. And more importantly, the people within this community are people with unhealthy coping mechanisms. This can include drug use and dependence, which we believe have a significant impact on the school and were very important to focus on. This leads us to our mission and vision, which I'll hand off to Lawrence.
For our mission, there are many maladaptive behaviors students in the Freeport community exhibit. Many of the current outlets are either unknown, make students uncomfortable, or have a negative social stigma that turns students away. RISE is making the existing outlets more student-led and making people in the community more aware of these resources.
And for our vision, we just want a healthy, accepting community where everyone can get the help they need and be comfortable getting the help that they need regardless of who they are. But more importantly, why Project Rise? Um, After getting accepted into the Basel Scholars Program, I knew it was time for me to pick a project topic and hone in on one of the issues within my community. But my experiences throughout Freeport High School, and it led me to realize that there are many, many problems within our community: drug use, alcohol use, nicotine dependence, maladaptive behaviors, overaggression, chronic absenteeism, withdrawal from school, and withdrawal from social circles. And when looking at all these issues at once, we realized people suffered with one or more of these things. So instead of trying to stick a band-aid on each and every one of these things and just focusing our project on one of these things, we realized that we had to attack the root cause, which was mental health. And as previously stated, the resources within our community are not well known about, but on top of that, they need diversifying and they also need comfortability. We come from a lot of different backgrounds within our school, and this means we have a lot of different approaches to mental health, and we have a lot of different views on what mental health is, or even if some of us even believe in just the concept of mental health. And we really want to build confidence in students and also help have them trust these resources that so they can just rely on the resources that we have within our school. But how we got to realizing the needs of our community was through interviews and surveys, which I'll hand off to Lawrence.
All right, for the development of our project, Evan and I conducted a series of interviews. We interviewed guidance counselors, administrators, teachers, and our target community, students. We wanted to know what the diverse audience thought were the biggest mental health issues in the community, what some barriers were, and why students don't address mental health issues, and what are some steps they would like to see to improve mental health services. These responses helped us focus on what we want to address or how we want to address the pervasive mental health problems in our community. This also led to the development of a data-driven survey for the target community, the students.
And for the sake of time, just some of the results of the survey we have here on the slide. We asked on the survey for each and every of the mental health services available on a 1 to 10 Likert scale, how satisfied students were um, with the services in our community. And overall, 70% of students were dissatisfied with the services available. Then further in the survey, we also asked the relationship with the guidance counselor, who the guidance counselor was, and who their school psychologist was, and how the relationship was with them. And 76% of students did not know their own school psychologist. We believe these are very important numbers to have as we need to gauge what needs to be focused on when approaching um, what we're going to do with our project and also what resources should be made more aware of. So, yeah. And lastly, this is just one of the many things we plan to do this year. We plan on um, collaborating with a wellness resource called Next UN Education, and instead of our traditional breathing to instead of the schools like traditional how do I say it, approach to lessening stress and to cope with mental health. They usually have a breathing approach, and with NXU Education, we found after I had an internship with them, I found that they take a purpose-based approach where we help students find their purpose and realize, like they are worth something. And I feel like this approach would be much better for my community, as addiction is one of the many problems, but also like loneliness and a feeling of doubt is another problem students mainly feel alongside with stress and anxiety. And Project Rise continues to keep going on just past this year because obviously people more than just high schoolers have mental health issues. So we recruit underclassmen who are hopefully willing to carry on the project in the next year. Thank you.